gun? Okay. Good morning.
So this was the trailer before we did anything to it. My grandfather got this dirt cheap for around $50 and did a ton of work to it, which is usually the way that it goes with my family, is we usually buy things really cheap and work hard to make it where we want to go. And we call it the people puller because we used to have a seat in it and it pulls people.
Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Build a Lot Acres. Today, we have a pretty cool project in mind. Please stay tuned.
One small town New England family living out their adventures, one day at a time, sharing for the whole world to see. This is Build a Lot Acres. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video.
What we're actually going to do is make this wagon my father has into a covered wagon like they would use in the old frontier when they were settling an area. So the reason for that is we're going to be going to Zagray's, which is a tractor show in Colchester, Connecticut. It's the last show of the year, the fall show. So we're going to be making this into the covered wagon. We're going to be making a Build a Lot Acres sign to advertise for the channel that we're going to attach to the sides here. And it's going to look real cool. So let's get into it.
We're going to be using this drop cloth to make the actual part that goes on top of these PVC pipes.
So my father and my mother actually fetched these with boiling water several years ago for their garden beds in the back.
And then we're going to use these straps, pipe straps, and we're going to screw them on here. And those pipes, PVC pipes, are going to be bent like a half round for the structure for the top, for the drop cloth.
This drop cloth is pretty new, so it doesn't have a ton of paint on it, which is why it will make a good top for this wagon. Let's get into it.
So we're pretty sure this trailer was originally actually a 1940s Chevy axle setup, but we're not 100% sure. If you know for sure, please leave that in the comments below. If these look familiar, these are actually door panels. You got your 6-panel, but it cut off the top 2 panels, so now it's a 4-panel, but these are just solid door slabs, which really hold up well. Keep in mind, we're actually going to have people riding in here, so the extra height's going to look good. Claire, you want to get a shot from the end?
Sure.
I think it'll look good. I think the old traditional ones actually did bow out a little because they wanted as much room as possible to put all their stuff in back in the frontier days. They weren't straight sides, they had a little bit of a bow.
Looks good. what do you guys think? Is it looking like a covered wagon yet? All three of us think that it looks really good. I think it looks like a covered wagon. This was a really good idea by my grandfather to make this, and I don't think anyone else would have it.
I think it's going to be unique. It was definitely Senior Build-A-Lot's idea. We got to give him credit for that. But like we said, we're going to be putting a sign on the side behind Clara in between the canvas and the pipe top. So it'll be about a 1 foot by 5 foot or so sign on each side, which will really catch people's eye. A nice bright color, I think. So this is actually going to be the exact setup we're going to bring to Zagrays. It's going to be the Simplicity 7117, which if you haven't checked out the mowing video where Senior Build-A-Lot and Brett both mowing 7117s at once, really, please check that out. It's a really good video in our opinion. But we are going to be raising the hitch. Senior Build-A-Lot's actually working on some custom metal work right now to raise it up so the wagon's more level when we're going down the runway at Zagrays. So what do you guys think? We think it looks pretty good. I wish the signs were a little bigger, but I only had certain size plywood. I made them as big as I possibly could with the pieces I had. I didn't want to buy brand new sheets of plywood, which are really expensive right now, just to make these. So these are leftover pieces from other projects we've done on the channel. But I think it's going to catch some eyes.
So let's get ready for the show.